Ladies and gentlemen, the McFarland High School Marching Band! Under the direction of drum makers, Claire Hovland and Natalie Branch! Spartan fans, get your feet for our school song, Victors! The Spartan Band extends a warm welcome to our guests from Edgerton with their school song, Loyalty. We're excited to have you for tonight's matchup between the Edgerton Crimson Tide and your McFarland Spartans. Before we get started tonight, don't forget, the concession stand is open. The concession stand is open under the press box. Also, if you need to use the restrooms.
Bill Cather with you tonight. It's Friday night, October 15th, 2021. Final game of the regular season as the McFarland Spartans, with a record of 3-5, 3-3 in the Rock Valley Conference, take on the Edgerton Crimson Tide, 1-7, 1-5. Hey, it's senior night tonight, so we'll introduce all those seniors. 6 is Damian Hahn.
Yep.
And the parents are out on the field, which is a nice touch.
Nice
families.
Touch, right, John.
9 is Chase Quell.
Mark and Michelle were students of mine back in Monona Grove back in the day.
Evan Rutkowski, number 10. Good to see Evan. Look at that.
Yep.
That arm there.
Yep. Healing up, but still here for his senior night ball game, John.
Jackson Mistel, number 12.
Yep.
Ryan Vogel, number 22. Yeah, nice touch having the families out there.
I love it. Yep.
Austin Miller, number 52. What do we say, Bill? 9 seniors tonight?
Right, 9 seniors, and basically what you're looking at here is the offensive line coming out now, John.
Millerator.
Yep. And we're going to miss those golden shoes of Raiders.
Zach Stort, Miller, Zach, and Gunter Switzer.
Yep.
Then 3 on the dance team.
Yes.
Caitlin Ackley.
Yep.
Sammy Heckel.
Yep.
And Cammie McGinn.
Yep. Very special, John. Isn't this neat to see them also included, John, in on this family night
and
tonight,
Coach Ackley out there.
Yep. Spartans. Yep. Tonight's ball game again tonight, John. The Crimson Tide, coached by Mr. Russ Lights. Division 4 school, 496 students. You already said they're 1-7 on the year, 1-5 in the Rock Valley Conference. So they're just kind of playing out the streak tonight, but a very important night for those seniors. A lot of them, this will be their last bit of football competition. Their one win of the year was Whitewater, 13-6 victory. And again, your McFarland Spartans, coached by Paul Ackley, Division 3 school, 765 students, 3-3, most importantly in the Rock Valley Conference. And a huge game tonight because with a victory, the Spartans move on to playoff action next week. So, big game tonight. From looking at the stats, John, appears that so far the Crimson Tide's going to throw the ball all over the field here tonight. And looking at their year-long stats, obviously their passing yards per game far exceed the rushing yards. So we could be in store here for a long ball game here tonight if football's filling the air and incomplete passes. We could get paid overtime again tonight, John, for the extra time we're going to put in here.
It's a beautiful night. Weather will not be a factor.
No.
That's Chase Quell reading the sportsmanship code. Now there you can see Chase.
Yep. And again, I taught his mother and father how to read and write, so I'm sure they passed that on to Chase.
So great night here.
Beautiful, John.
And Bill, this is all-time game number 444 for McFarland, and they lead this series with Edgerton 7-5. And now, here's our national anthem.
So if you're at home, do as we are here. Please stand, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, pay tribute to the United States. All right, national anthem under the leadership of Mr. Ben Peterson. Another nice job getting us off here, John, before kickoff. So, like I said, tonight I think it's going to be Air Crimson Tide against McFarland, who seemed to, last ball game we had here at home, pounded a little more on the ground than that. And I think that we might see some more of that here tonight.
Yeah, the key is you want to get a good start. Tough one for the Spartans last week, losing 42-7 down in Monroe. Edgerton played Monroe tough this year. I want to say they were up 7-6 at halftime in Monroe for, I believe, Monroe's homecoming.
You know, and again, sometimes these high school homecoming weeks can be very interesting with kids, and then to try and refocus for a football game on a Friday night after the week long full of events and activities and all crazy little things and getting ready for the dance and the parade and the bonfires and all that stuff. But I think the thing that's so neat, John, was that this year everybody got to do it. They were back, and that means so much in a high school student's career, and that to live and be able to celebrate a homecoming. So real special.
Well, looks like Edgerton will tee it up first. I believe that's number 33, Stephen Olson. Look at that beautiful logo. That's the one thing, Bill, that logo is the same for all the sports. You know, it's kind of the unifying thing from sport to sport, and looks great on the field and also on our screen.
10-yard line.
Got some room. Out over the 25, spins, hang on to the ball, pulls forward, still going. Thrown forward, finally down at the 32-yard line.
You got to just make sure when you get in a pile like that, it gets stopped. Well, you got to put both arms around that ball.
That's Peyton
and
Hauge.
Protect it. Yep.
It's a good field position to start the game for the Spartans. Again, you want to make a statement right away. And
absolutely.
Bill, I think I got a hunch we might see a few things tonight that we haven't seen this year. See what the Spartans pull, but we got a hold. I guess we'll go back to the 22.
Just as you said, get off to a good start.
How did I miss that flag there? That's big Caden Walker, 5'7", 250. Line up on that line. Nice job by Chase Quell out over the 25. He'll get 4.
Yep, Chase so far in the year, 106 carries, 432 yards, and 4 touchdowns, John. His last couple of games, he's really kind of come on strong. So, good showing for Chase. Again, playing his final game here possibly on the home field.
So 2nd down and 6. Kennedy looking. Got a receiver open. No, almost.
Beautiful.
Good coverage there by number 11, Shane Kisting of the Crimson Tide.
Yep, Devin Culp couldn't quite pull it in.
Yeah, we talked about this is the Spartans' 444th game. I guarantee you Edgerton has played a lot more games because they had a high school a lot sooner than we did here. But just the 13th game between these two schools in probably the last 13 years.
Yep. With the change in confidence.
Kennedy going to keep it. Got some room. Slips short of the 40, but he'll pick up the first down. Of course, went for a touchdown last week at Monroe. 82-yard run on a wet field.
Yeah, that was really a neat play. I was sitting at home watching that ball game and kind of gave the Spartans a little life there. And what a thrill for Cooper Kennedy to run 80 yards against a ranked team like Monroe and first place team like Monroe.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers line up to the left. Going to pitch back. Gillen looking for room, pushed out of bounds. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was going nowhere.
Yeah, play never really developed.
Nope.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Let me just mention this right out of the chute tonight on our board with the graphics and everything else. The Queen, Stephanie Miller, as well as Patrick Hasty Tasty. And on our cameras tonight, Nick Boom Boom Boucher and BB Benny Becks. Stellar group tonight.
And a penalty marker. Gillen went in motion. Going to be a false start. Second penalty already on the Spartans here, and we played 1:15. Going to make it second down and 14. Now the ball back inside the 35-yard line at the 34. Too early for penalties. Well, doesn't matter when they are.
No,
they're not good.
It's never good.
So again, Gillen will go in motion from left to right. 3 receivers lined up to the right. Quell, incomplete.
That wasn't going to go anywhere anyways.
Gillen took a shot there.
Yeah. Big third down play coming up here for the Spartans, John. They don't want to just give it to the Crimson Tide right away.
And Edgerton's out here. They're liking their chances here tonight.
Yeah, and basically they're playing for pride and for the younger kids, an opportunity to get ready and prepared for next year, a little more game experience. And for the seniors, could be their last time to be in a beautiful stadium, William Rice Field, Lloyd Schneider Stadium. What a great way to end your career.
Nobody in the backfield with Kennedy. Going to air it out. That's going to be picked off.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
Lot of running room.
That's
35,
trouble.
30, 25. Inside the 20, pushed out of bounds. There is a flag. I believe this one will come back. It's going to be a hold against Edgerton. Hazeltine on the interception.
That was just a throw into multiple coverage. Boy, they had a lot of defenders in that area, John.
So again, rough start offensively for the Spartans here tonight.
Yep.
Edgerton won't have quite as good field position, but still going to have the ball in Spartan territory.
Right. You know, John, also this as I look across the field, what a nice crowd that came down from Edgerton tonight for this ball game, you know, to see their kids play in the last football game this season and that. They got a whole cheerleading crowd over there, a nice little student section and parents in that. Welcome in, Crimson Tiders.
Braden Traeger, the quarterback for Edgerton. Handoff straight ahead. That's 23, Bo Allison.
Yep, Bo Allison, their leading ball carrier. 68 carries, 254 yards on the year. Bo Allison, no rushing touchdowns, but 3 touchdown receptions receiving.
So second down and 8, ball just inside the 40-yard line here with 9:35 to go in quarter number 1. Traeger's a 5'9", 160-pound junior. Comes out on the option. Oh,
is that a horse collar? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You could kind of see just arm extended, just grabbed on the upper part of the uniform, and Coach Ackley appealing to just the uniform and not the pads being grabbed on this. Again, here's our great replay. I think
they're going to wave it off.
You can see it was all jersey. There were no pad grabbed in that. We shall see.
All right. Yep.
And they are. They're going to take that away. Boy, thank you again. Now, John is at another great example of our wonderful crew here. You know, just with, wow, on replay, you could really see that clearly. Excellent job to our staff.
And Edgerton. A timeout on the field.
Yeah, Coach Leitz is going to say, hey, John, and I'm not privy enough to the specifics of that horse collar rule to understand if it's the uniform like that was. Obviously, that must be okay. It must have to mean that you have contact with the pads.
So it's going to bring up third down and 6 for Edgerton. The ball is at the 38 yard line of the Spartans. 4 down territory for sure.
Let me read this, John. McFarland Cable TV, Channel 982, is a function of the Village of McFarland producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home, as well as fans in attendance, desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media, the State Journal, the Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. So once again, thank you all for your support of McFarland Athletics.
3rd and 8, receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Traeger looking, airs it out, incomplete, just overthrown. Evan Rutkowski on the coverage for the Spartans, and it'll bring up 4th down. And again, 4 down territory here. So it'll be 4th and 6 for the Crimson Tide. 9:10 to go here in the first quarter. Neither team really showing much offensively on their first 2 possessions.
No. Assume he is going to look for Shane Kisting, number 11, who has caught 4 touchdown passes, or Bo Allison, number 23, who has caught 3 touchdown passes.
Or Aiden Hansen, number 4. We'll see. Straight drop. Got a back out of the backfield. He's got room.
Nice pass.
Inside the 30. Pushed out of bounds. Near the 20-yard line. Going to mark it at about the 23.
If that ball would have been underthrown a little bit, John, that could have been pick 6 going the other direction.
We had the perfect view of it up here.
Look
again.
At this.
Nobody near him.
Coming across right there. I think that was Kyle Cuso that would have had a chance to go pick 6.
Crimson Tide on the march. Again, if they score early, what does that do for your mindset here, taking it right to the Spartans? So
a little more sense of urgency for the Spartans. And I said, this is a must-win tonight for the McFarland Spartans.
Handoff. That's Allison, pushed back.
Like you said, John, the Crimson Tide's always kind of been a little bit of a thorn in the side of the Spartans over the years.
I'm going to give him 3, so 2nd down and 7. They're inside the 20-yard line now at the Spartan 18.
Boy, what a beautiful night, John. What a beautiful day.
No breeze.
Got in nice 9 holes of golf, and retirement's great. 9 holes of golf and a little lunch, and get to broadcast a high school football game. Life doesn't get much better than that, John.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 7. Here's a pitch.
Oh, nice pursuit.
Finally thrown out of bounds. And again, that is Allison, the ball carrier. Nice job by Evan Rutkowski. Quell is there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, you could have probably mentioned about 4 or 5 names on that. That was really a slow developing play.
Bill, let's see if they go back and run that play that got him the 1st down. 3rd down and a dozen here. Yep. They need to get down to the 12-yard line. Again, the lone back is
Crandall
Allison.
And Hazeltine split out to the left.
They roll to the left. Good rush.
Pursuit.
Got a receiver open.
Hoping he's running
catches
backwards.
It, but comes back. And it's going to lose yardage from the original point of reception there.
Aiden Hansen would have been just a little better either to go down or just turn and move forward.
Aiden listed at 6'6", 175. And again, credit Traeger. He's running to his left and throws to his right.
Yep, nice pass.
4th and 8. Ball at about the 20-yard line. They need to get to the 12 for the 1st down. As we near the 7-minute mark here to go in the first quarter, no score, but the Crimson Tide on the march. Spartans need to step up defensively.
Yep.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looking. Going to go over the middle.
Oh, wow.
Nice move down near the goal line. That's number 11,
Shane
Kisting.
5'10", 160-pound senior. My goodness, John, he looked like he was about 6'8" on that, but he went up and got that. Big-time play. He's had 31 receptions, 416 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Wow.
Ball all the way down to the 1-yard line. Spartans in trouble. Crimson Tide on the move here.
You know, John, and isn't this a treat for us watching here as well? Those of you at home to be able to catch the replay on that.
Owen Stulse on the tackle. Handoff straight ahead into the end zone.
Ethan Stengel, 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
So 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Edgerton scores first. Big 4th down play for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, that was a big catch by Kisting.
Olson will attempt the extra point. Kisting will hold. Extra points are big. We have found that this year to be the case,
yes,
as always. Ball down. Kick is on the way. It is good.
Nice kick.
And the Crimson Tide go up 7-0 on the Spartans. Well, I'm not quite sure what the clock, Bill. It was 6:22 to go when we scored the touchdown, and now it's 6:17. Don't believe the clock runs on extra points. Hey, there's a look at that Edgerton crowd. They have traveled well tonight.
Boy, that's a full section of students, huh? Well, you know something, John, again, depending upon if there are seniors in that crowd over there, man, they're saying could be our last football game that we get a chance to witness as a student. And for some of the younger kids, they want to keep the tradition going of following their classmates. You know, whether it's home games or away games, this is so important. Student participation either in the sport or supporting. It's wonderful, John. That's high school athletics right there. It's wonderful, and that's why we have such a great time volunteering and bringing these events to you and saying you can go to YouTube, McFarland Cable, and watch this replay of this game at any time.
Olson, it's a tough one to handle. Fielded at the 12, over the 20, and goes over the 25-yard line.
Yeah, never really got going with a full head of steam there, but
and the Spartans will put it in play there, 1st and 10 with 6:09 to go here in the first quarter.
You know, and it's early, John, but urgency maybe starting to set in just a little bit. You know, you got to get something positive going here.
Well, I think a lot of people looked at this and said, well, Edgerton's 1-7, but Edgerton's always up for McFarland.
Yes,
I don't care.
John.
I don't care what the sport.
Yep.
Now we need an answer here. Quell tries to get outside. Maybe picks up a couple of yards, but that's it. So 2nd down and 8, ball at the 27-yard line.
John, this is just such a treat. I enjoy just sitting here every game we get to do and looking at the clarity of the picture. Wow. On my monitor, yours is still, you got to knock that thing straight.
Kennedy rolls out to his right. Pitches back at the last minute. Not going to fool Edgerton. I believe Quell gets out to the 30. Or was that Gillen? Hey. Ball at the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left here on the near side. 2 backs behind Kennedy.
Run.
They're going to run it, and they got yardage. There he goes. All the way into Edgerton territory.
Nice call. I think they fooled everybody on that. Everybody's sitting back waiting for the pass.
Chase Quell, that's a good 21-yard gain.
Yep.
And that'll move the ball for the first time in Edgerton territory. Spartans will have it 1st and 10 at the Crimson Tide. 49-yard line with 4:45 to go. Coming back. Well, that Edgerton player jumping in at the last second there probably pushed the pile
forward.
Another yard forward. Hard-earned yards, just going to be a couple. So 2nd down and 8 for the Spartans. Again, Spartans 3-5, 3-3 in the Rock Valley Conference. Postseason will require
in the
a win.
Yep.
So looking to the sideline for the call. Again, 2 receivers will go to the right as we near the 4-minute mark here. Edgerton on top 7-0. And off straight ahead, maybe a yard for Zadra. Down towards the 45. Now you're in a 3rd down and a long 6.
Sadra's had 69 carries for 375 yards and 2 TDs. He's a 5'11", 165-pound sophomore. So he's gotten a lot of valuable experience this year, John. Got 2 upcoming years to look forward to.
So 3rd down. Morris shifts from left to right. Handoff. Zadra. Still moving, and he's going to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, did he run hard on that. He was a man on a mission, John. Wow.
Picks up 7 yards, first and 10. Spartans right up to the line of scrimmage.
What great leg drive that time. He was not to be denied.
3 to the left here. Gillen, Culp, and Vogel. Gillen goes in motion, high snap. Quell's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tried to create a little misdirection, and Edgerton, staying at home, was not fooled.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10, under 3 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Again, 3 receivers to the left. And looks like Edgerton may have jumped.
Yep.
And the Spartans will pick up 5 free ones. We will take.
Well, they said with controversy and the issues with our supply chain and everything else, John, they said they weren't knowing if Christmas gifts were going to be available. Well, there was an early gift right there.
So 2nd down, now 2nd and 5 from the 32-yard line. Again, the Spartans studying the sidelines here for the play. 2 receivers on the left, none on the right. Here comes Quell. And again,
did a nice
they
job
push him forward for a couple extra yards, which is going to put him very close to the 1st down. Of course, the marker's on the opposite side, so they're going to say ball's going to be marked at the 27, and they will say 1st down. Spartans on the move here, under 2 minutes to go in the 1st quarter, trailing 7-0.
Yep, this would be a nice answer. Nice response to Edgerton's touchdown.
Look at that hole for Quell inside the 20 down to the 19. Nice run by Chase Quell. Spartans right up to the line of scrimmage. Gotta love it.
8 carries for 42 yards unofficially.
Quell again slices his way forward inside the 20-yard line.
Don't know if he got there. He's going to be a little short.
Just short.
Yep.
1:15 to go here in quarter 1. We're going to call it 3rd and 2.
And I'm going to say, John, just pound it again. You got Zadra in the backfield.
Zadra, nice move. Stood up inside the 15, but that'll be yardage for the 1st down.
Boy, I tell you, Travis is very shifty, isn't he, John?
Yeah, he's just got such a quick first step.
Boy, he's got quick first step. Once he sees the opening, boom, he's through it. He's into the hole and gone if you're not there. Nice job, Travis.
1st and 10, ball just inside the Crimson Tide 14-yard line.
Quell's a little more of a pounder, and Zadra's more of a
slasher.
shifty. Yep.
Here we go. Kennedy rolls out. Keeps it inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown. Cooper Kennedy. 12 yards for the touchdown with 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Spartans on the board, pending the extra point here. Watch Kennedy, though. He looks to pitch, then he just cuts up. Nice job, I tell you
nice
what.
Block there, too, by number 22.
Ryan Vogel.
Yeah, nice block that enabled Kennedy to go in the end zone untouched.
Folk's extra point is good. And again, time.
What's the time, John?
It now says 13 seconds.
Okay.
Or is it 18? I can't tell.
Well, that was a big answer and an important one for the Spartans. Again, with what's on the line here tonight, didn't want to get behind by like 2 scores or whatever. Like Coach Ackley urging his kids on there, eh?
So the Spartans have tied it up. That's exactly what they needed to do.
Yep.
Now let's see.
Ken, John, let me quick, while we got a second here, run down our upcoming telecast. Tuesday, October 19th, Spartan girls swimming versus Oregon. Senior night, 6 o'clock, commentary by Mike Moderski and Wes Lagerhausen. Then on Saturday, October 30th, 11 days later, Spartan girls swimming hosts the Badger West Conference swim meet at 1 p.m. Again, the commentary done by Mike Moderski and Wes Lagerhausen. So be sure and tune that in for girls swimming.
Folks got it teed up. Fielded at the 10. Straight ahead, 15, 20. Stacked up there at the 27-yard line. And that's where Edgerton will put it in play. 1st and 10 with 6 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
I also would like to give a little shout out here. My neighbor reminded me that tomorrow evening here on the field, I believe at 6:30, it's a 7th grade game and a 5 o'clock, an 8th grade game. McFarland plays here tomorrow night. So if you're driving by, it's a nice night in that. Drop over and support McFarland Youth Football, 7th and 8th grade football. I believe tomorrow at 5 and 6:30 tomorrow evening here.
1st and 10, runs straight ahead for Ethan Stengel. Gets a yard, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So 12 minutes in the books here from William J. Rice Field at Lloyd Schneider Stadium at McFarland High School. We're all knotted up at 7.
Yep, and again, just to recap the scoring, it's 6:22 mark of the first quarter. 1-yard run by Stengel. Olson with a good kick, and the Crimson Tide led 7-0. And then with just 18 seconds left in the first quarter, John, as you called it, a 12-yard Kennedy run, Cooper Kennedy. McFolk, the extra point, and that puts us where we presently are at 7-7. So very tight ball game, we said, John. Wasn't going to be, and Crimson Tide wasn't just going to roll over here tonight and say, hey, you know, we've had a tough season in that, and so we're just going to give it up. Nope, they are going to go down fighting if they go down at all. They're here to try and spoil McFarland's tournament playoff wishes. So, again, I want a little shout out here to our staff. Again, it's so important that these people be recognized for all they do, the setup, the production, and then the takedown. They are here for a lot of hours, I can tell you. So again, it's under the direction of the Queen, Stephanie Miller. She's on the board tonight along with Patrick Hasty Tasty. And on your cameras tonight, Nick Boom Boom Boucher and BB Benny Becks. So thanks a lot again. You mentioning your name even some more time, and thank you to you all.
Back we are, 2nd down and 8 for Edgerton as we start second quarter from Edgerton's own 29. Kisting trying to get outside, gets over the 30 and pushed down there after gain of about 4, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Tell you, Kisting's very shifty. He reminds me a lot of Zadra. You know, the way he moves, John, quick feet.
Problem with that play is he had to run about 20 yards laterally.
Laterally before he finally headed downfield.
You pick up 3 or 4 yards, you wind up running about 25. But that's how that play is designed.
Right. Sorry I can't give him credit for 24 yards rather than only a 4-yard gain on that.
Big play for the Spartan defense here, 3rd and 4. Definitely not 4-down territory. And Drager going to just go straight ahead, and he's stacked up. I believe Morris was there. Bindle is there.
Yep, Morris, the leading tackler in this year by far for the Spartans. Paul Morris coming in tonight with 86 tackles, John, on the year.
Crimson Tide going to have to kick it away and trying to get the number of their punter back there. I think it's like number 7. Henry Langer. High snap. Good kick. Should be fielded in the air. It is.
Catch.
And a fair catch by Evan Dean.
Well, I'm sure he kind of had second thoughts. You notice he kind of put the fair catch up, and then he caught the ball and looked up and thought, oh, gee, he started to take a step like, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that.
But the key is...
Yep, it's our possession.
Successfully fielding that punt.
Correct. Absolutely.
So the Spartans will be at their own 26-yard line, 10:37 to go here in the first half. We are tied at 7.
Again, this is just such a thrill for myself, Bill Cather, and for the voice of your play-by-play, John Wells, to be able to bring these football games and other athletic events to you people.
Yeah, look at this. Quell.
Yep. Nice.
Looked like he was going to go down in the backfield. Instead, he winds up getting out to the 34-yard line. He's going to pick up 8 yards. Nice job by senior Chase Quell.
Unofficially, 10 carries, 51 yards so far for Chase.
Second down and a pair. Go right back. Going to be very close to the first down. See where they mark his knee down. Sticks are moving.
Yep, I'm going to say first down.
So ball out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yep, Chase the workhorse. Heading towards another 100-yard rushing ball game tonight.
Timeout McFarland. That
John,
will be
can I go ahead and
first.
do my little tribute here? Final tribute of the year for football, Bill Garvey style, since we had the marching band on the field and they do such a wonderful job. That Bill Garvey, who did so much for our band program and for our athletic program and the community and everything else, and the Badger Band and everything else, and lost his life to cancer. So as a tribute to Bill, I always like to sing the school song. So here we go with Cather Karaoke. Fight for our Spartans valiant, fight for our colors brilliant, fight, fight, McFarland high, don't let them buy you, rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans valiant, hail to our colors brilliant, though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. Garv, you are gone, but will never be forgotten, and thank you again for everything you did for the school, for kids, for your community, for your church, for the Badger Band, and just what a wonderful individual. And we miss you, my boy, but I know you're looking down from heaven tonight and proud of what's going on here at McFarland High School.
Well, it was a timeout actually for an injury.
Yeah, it was holding his head, John. Who was that, John? I'm sorry I didn't catch it, but he was kind of grabbing his headgear, so I assume if that happens, he's probably going to go through, as they call it, the famous concussion protocol, would be my guess.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. 3 receivers again lining up to the left. And there's a shirt tackle. Oh, my.
We don't have these tearaway jerseys in high school, I guess.
It'll be a loss of a yard. That'll put it back to the 35. Spartans again quickly up to the line of scrimmage with a second down and 11.
Got a lot of guys shifting in and out here. Hope that we just don't pick up a penalty with all the movement here.
And there is a penalty.
As soon as I said it, there went the flag.
Now likely to be declined. Play went nowhere. Of course, it was before the play, so.
I kind of foreshadowed that, didn't I, John?
You did.
To use an English term that I used to use in my classroom for some 30-plus years.
So they'll walk it off. Now it'll be back to the 30-yard line.
Yep.
Spartans need to get all the way out to the 47. So it's going to bring up second down and 17. I believe we're still yet to complete a pass here. But we've had success on the ground.
You're correct. I'm surprised. I thought he might do the little option around end again, John.
High snap. Cuts it back
Nice
up.
cut back by
Gets
Quell.
all the way
He's
out
gonna
to the 38-yard line.
get the first down.
Picks up 8. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the penalty yardage. My bad.
So 3rd and 8 for the Spartans here. The ball at their 30, about the 39-yard line. Again, they need to get to the 47. Single receiver to the left and right. We're going to pass right up the middle. Kuso's got it. All the way down to the 42-yard line. Nice gain of 20 yards, and that'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Spartans as we near that 8-minute mark here in the first half.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Yep, right on the numbers, right on the money there.
And it fits your calling. You said we haven't seen a pass completed and made to order, John.
We're all tied up here at 7. Spartans got something going offensively here. Coming this way, complete. Vogel. And he's pushed out near the 31-yard line. That's going to be very close to the first down, and it is a first down.
I got to tell you, Cooper Kennedy put some zip on that throw, John, because he had to throw that across the field.
Yeah, Cooper doing a great job tonight. And again, credit that offensive line.
Yeah, got off to a little slow start this year, but has just been coming on stronger as the years progressed.
7:44 time on the clock now. Tied up at 7. 1st and 10. Spartans at their 31. The Edgerton 31. Quell inside the 25, down near the 23-yard line. It's going to be gain of 7 or 8. Going to call it 8. 2nd down and 2 for McFarland.
13 carries, 70 yards so far, unofficially.
All goes well. Chase should go over 100 yards tonight.
Yep.
Now Zadra will be the lone back behind Kennedy.
And what a thrill for Chase too in his final high school game if he can hit that milestone again tonight, the 100-yard rush game.
Zadra straight ahead inside the 20. Good yardage for the first down. That'll move the sticks. 1st and 10. Should be from the 19.
Nice drive by the Spartans here, John. Using a lot of time on the clock, too.
Yeah, we're under 7 minutes now. This will be a big score. This will put us ahead for the first time tonight on senior night. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Single back is Quell to the left of Kennedy. Going to go up. Whoa, is it caught? It is. Wow.
What a great adjustment that Kuso made to that pass. I can tell you, Kennedy just threw that to a spot, and Kuso had run beyond that spot, but managed to come back and make a beautiful catch on that ball.
Threaded the needle. Kind of a dangerous pass, too.
Yeah, it was. It was thrown into, it was pretty heavy coverage.
Ball never got off the ground too far, but perfectly thrown.
This will be Quell.
First and goal from the 5.
Yep.
Quell, second effort, still going. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
5-yard touchdown run for Chase Quell, doing a nice
6:09 to go here in the first half. And the Spartans score for the second time and go up 13-7.
And now the all-important extra point, John.
Roeder will hold. Mason Folk to kick. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Spartans now lead 14-7 over the Crimson Tide.
That was really a nice drive, mixing in the pass with the run, John, on that. So, yeah, really relying on Quell to pound it on the ground, but then the occasional Cooper Kennedy toss. A couple nice receptions that time by Kyle Cuso. Nice job, Spartans.
Well, and keep it going. Let's get a stop here and get the ball back and get some more points on the board.
I think they always want to put even a little more distance there, because I can tell you if it comes down to it and Edgerton scores and it comes down to kick it and tie it or 2 points for a win, I can tell you the Crimson Tide will be going for the win, and you don't want to put yourself in that situation. It'd be nice to get a little more distance between yourself and the Crimson Tide.
A lot of people might not realize that I believe Edgerton was a charter member of the Badger Conference. They were a member up until, I believe, 1978. Really struggled in football just because of the numbers and their enrollment quite a bit smaller. But that move to the Rock Valley, really a good move for Edgerton, who's had a lot of success in football now over the years. Good kick by Folk, fielded at the 10, straight ahead, 20. Tries to get outside. Good pursuit, still going though, over the 30.
Kisting.
Look at that, nice job. Ball gets knocked loose, but he's out of bounds.
Boy, he is a threat. He is fast and shifty.
I tell you what, he got about 15 yards more than it appeared he was going to get.
Yeah, do we have a penalty flag on the play, John?
And let's see. Ball should be marked at the 30.
30.
Well, they're way back at the 30 now, and I think
31. I think that's where the holding.
Edgerton's walking back towards their own, towards the Spartan end zone. Ball's going to be marched off. Should be about at the 20-yard line, just over the 20. So 5:57 to go, and the Crimson Tide will put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. They trailing 14-7. Yeah, Kisting has shown us some pretty good athletic moves out there tonight. Drager, the quarterback. He'll keep it. Gets out to the 25-yard line, so picks up 3 or 4.
Did a nice job of disguising that. I have to admit, I was fooled as to who had the ball on that.
Told you a while back I went to an 8-man game in Illinois, and it was such a great fake by South Beloit. The official blows the whistle, play dead, and the quarterback's running down the sideline for a touchdown. Well, they had to go with the whistle and the play dead.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens.
Yep.
2nd down and 6. Gonna air it out. And we're going to have a penalty marker.
Yeah.
Might have been a defensive hold here. That was intended for Kisting.
Yeah.
Going to just call pass interference, so Edgerton will pick up the 1st down.
Yep, and 10-yard penalty. I think maybe some of the appeal might be Coach actually questioning, was it a catchable ball?
I don't know if that's even in consideration in high school football. So ball's going to move right out, nose of the ball at the 40, 1st and 10 for Edgerton. Clock is running. as the Crimson Tide comes up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off straight ahead, picks up 5, maybe 6. That was Stengel.
Yep.
Stopped by Owen Stells. Hey, Owen gets a lot of tackles out there.
Yep. Say that was Stengel's 3rd carry, I believe, for I think 8 yards tonight. Again, all these are unofficial. They are Cather stats, meaning very unofficial. Oh.
Well, we may have just given him a first down there. Just
Yep.
one of our linemen just kind of scooted forward, and
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe McFarland said, you know, you gave us an early gift, so we'll share it with you. We'll give you a gift of 5 yards back here, but
not only 5 yards, but a first down for Edgerton right at midfield. Ball just inside Spartan territory. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Plenty of time for Edgerton to keep this drive going.
pretty well played game so far, John.
14-7 Spartans. Fake handoff, rolls to the left, got a receiver open. There's Kisting again. Nice job after the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Going to be short of the first down by 3, so second down and 3 coming up for the Tide. Tide on the move here.
And again, Traeger, it doesn't bother him to roll to the left side, does it, John? Throw back right.
Edgerton's shown us some pretty good things here with the passing game.
Yep. Kind of interesting. They've only won one ball game this year, John. Oh, nice.
And good yardage here.
That's Bo Allison.
Inside the 35 to the 33. That'll move the sticks, and the drive continues for the Crimson Tide. First and 10 from the Spartan 33. Spartan defense back on their heels here.
Yep, Allison unofficially 4 carries for 18 yards for the 5'9", 175-pound junior, so he will be back next year.
So first and 10 for the Crimson Tide on the march. Hanson will go left. Fake handoff, rolls, looking, overthrown. And again, who are they looking for there? None other than Kisting.
And he had Stengel open about 7-8 yards in front of Kisting. Wide open. If he would have thrown it in there, would have been probably another first down.
So the incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:42 to go here in the first half. Spartans on top 14-7, but Edgerton on the move. Second and 10 from the Spartan 33-yard line. Handoff, stacked up.
Gee, guess who? Paul Morris. I said leading tackler by far this year on the Spartan squad. Boy, he has been tough all year, John.
And a timeout in McFarland. Again, I believe they were not charged for that timeout due to an injury earlier, but the Spartans are going to choose to stop the clock. Edgerton in 4-down territory here with 3:31 to go in the first half.
Spartans potentially wanting to get another opportunity with the ball, John, if they can get a stop here.
Interesting, because again,
but if you don't, then you're allowing Edgerton a chance to get organized here and continue their march towards the time.
It's definite 4-down territory for the Tide. I would be surprised if it weren't.
Again, I'm going to quick mention our McFarland varsity coaches, head coach Paul Ackley, varsity assistants Pete Willickett, Brian Hellenbrand, Doug Peterson, Ryan Rothwell, Mitch Rogness, Robert Cunningham, and Tyler Weedle, a volunteer. JV coaches Brian Hahn, Joe Cordio, John Seidel, and Dewey Hahn.
Ah, look at those lights over on the Edgerton side. That's pretty cool. Don't know if we can get a shot of that.
Looks like those kids just having a bunch of fun. Yep. We get a picture of that. The phone lights on in the Edgerton student section.
Third down for the Crimson Tide. Third and call it 9. Traeger's going to roll out. Got a receiver open. Oh, in and out of the hands. I believe that was Shane Crandall.
Yep.
Crandall, good sized receiver at 6'4", 190.
I thought he probably was throwing the ball a little late, but it still got right there to its target. I mentioned some of our other people here off the program. Varsity managers Austin Bozold and Lucy Swenson. JV managers Clyde Fruits. Special assistant and the world's oldest ball boy, most enthusiastic ball boy, Mr. Mike Friedel. Athletic trainer Jay Hansen, UW Health Sports Medicine, and statistician Jaden Noyes.
And little discussion on the field right now. Coach Ackley is out there talking to the officials. Edgerton up over the ball. The officials are huddled over here.
Right. We got also at halftime, if you watch, there will be no music in that, but you can watch our dance team again tonight. Caitlin Ackley, Lillian Bernard, Alicia Hartson, Sammy Heckel, Julia Jones, Macy King, Camaraya McGinn, Liza Pope, Anna Rott, Jocelyn Storr, Sydney Storr, Ellie Strain, Sophia Tour, and Danica Wise. Dance team coach Lizzie Schneiderman and Shayla Schwingle, who is the volunteer.
Well, the issue is a clock issue. They're going to put some time back on it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that for us.
So 4th down and 9 now for the Tide. 3:25 in the first half. Yet to play, so big play both ways right here. Edgerton's going to line up 3 to the right.
Oh, they had trips right, isolating Kisting here on the left side, John, and that kind of makes you wonder if they're throwing trips right. Are they going to try and draw everybody over there and leave Kisting in single coverage over here on the left side?
Well, the Spartans were having a hard time matching up.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, if that's the case, I'd almost think you'd want to get some help on Kisting. Kind of like getting some help on Davante Adams, John. Well, we got the bleachers rocking to student section active here tonight. Parents senior night again, special night for a lot of people here this evening. And again, we hope that those of you watching the game tonight that couldn't make it down here for one reason or another from Edgerton, or in town here in McFarland, or anywhere in the United States, the rest of the state, grandmas, grandpas, alumni. We certainly hope that John Wells, the play-by-play announcer, myself, Bill Cather, doing some stats and commentary, we hope.
So here we go, 4th down, 4th and 9.
Want this to be as informative and entertaining as we can for you, fans.
Traeger goes back, big rush, gonna air it out. It's gonna be over everybody's head, incomplete. And the Spartans will take over 1st and 10
Pressure
from their own 32-yard line with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the first half.
Plenty of
big
time. Big
stop defensively. Big rush there, helped.
Yes, it did.
Now we'll see if the Spartans mix it up or just stay in the air.
And I think they are going to try and go for another score here, John.
Yeah, they got a trick play. They're just waiting to run out here, and we'll see. We will see.
Could this be the old double pass, John?
Yeah, got to always watch that one. That's dangerous if it's... Gonna run straight ahead out over the 35, near the 38-yard line is Quell. Nice gain, the clock rolling near the 3-minute mark. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Nice yardage again. by Quell. He'll get it out over the 45 to the 46 as he nears the 100-yard mark here in the first half.
Unofficially, 15 carries, 84 yards.
2:50 to go here in the first half. Spartans now mounting a drive. Kennedy looks, got a receiver open. That's Vogel.
Nice call, and out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Yeah, he'll be in Edgerton territory here at the 40.
5-yard gain, John.
The 49, so second down and 5. Again, Spartans on the move. A lot of time left, but clock is running. We're now under 2:40 to go to get at least field goal range. Zadra maybe gets a couple of yards, but again, that's going to keep the clock running, and the Spartans are short of the first down by at least 3. So third down and 3. We're nearing the 2-minute mark. Spartans on the 47-yard line of the Crimson Tide. Got to keep this drive going.
Yep, big play.
And it appears that Edgerton jumped, which they did, and that 5 yards will give the Spartans a first down. Again, time on the clock, 2:03. Spartans up here 14-7.
Boy, you think the kids are just, you can watch the ball, and if the ball isn't moving, you shouldn't be moving either.
So first and 10.
That was big, because that got everything stopped for the Spartans, slowed everything down here.
Well, on the ground, not going to go anywhere there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, and that really shows how important that gift was of a first down.
Gage Farrington, I believe, on the stop. Now again, you're down to 1.5 minutes. You got to get going and keep moving the ball here. That clock is running, and it's second down and 11. The crowd getting into it over here. Kennedy got a receiver. That's Gillen. Inside the 35. Down to around the 32. We're getting into that Mason Folk field goal range here. Probably another 10 yards.
Again, Dayton's such a good athlete in that.
Rolls out to his right, looking, going to air it up. Incomplete. Intended for Cuso.
That ball just kind of kept floating, John. That's like hitting a 60-degree wedge and thinking, God, it's going to be perfect, and then watching the wind catch it, and all of a sudden you're going, I'm over the green by 10 yards, and now I got to come back.
Well, that does.
Just kept floating, didn't it?
That does stop the clock, so 1:08.
Yep.
To go. Ball is on the 32-yard line.
It's only second down.
Spartans with 2 timeouts remaining according to the scoreboard. Handoff straight ahead, gets inside the 30, down near the 27-yard line for pickup of 5. Spartans are going to have to use the timeout here.
Question is, will Chase Quell get to 100 yards by halftime, John? Unofficially, 17 carries, 90 yards right now.
Thought we might have another clock issue. Yep, I believe so.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're gonna reload and put 6 seconds on the clock. I get a little nervous when we put time back on the clock against Edgerton after that basketball game a few years ago where the referees decided to put some time on the clock, and Spartans wind up winning at the buzzer.
And I mean, it was, yes.
It turned ugly fast from there, that's all we'll say, and won't mention it again. And
well, I don't know when basketball season rolls around, John. I think it might creep back into one of our telecasts, and story about an eventful game.
So 3rd down and 5, ball at the Edgerton 27-yard line with 1:03 to go, and
Boy,
the
this is a
Spartans
big play
leading
right now,
14-7.
yep. Spartans need to pick up first down here, John.
4-down territory. Back to the right or back to the left. Kennedy gonna throw into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow.
Boy, you had O'Brien and you had Gillen there, and Gillen winds up getting it. It's a 27-yard touchdown
And
pass.
that went right between Hazeltine and Kisting. Boy, I thought either one of them, John, was going to get there to knock that down or pick it off. Beautiful throw, and what concentration by Gillen that time. Wow, to look that in.
So 56 seconds to go. The Spartans score for the 3rd time. Folk's extra point is good, and 56 seconds to go here in the first half. Spartans up 21-7. That a 27-yard touchdown pass from Kennedy to Gillen. And the Spartans now go up 2 scores.
Boy, that was huge, John, because I said that gives you a little bit of leeway, so even if Edgerton does score, they can't catch you with the 1 score and still have the 2-point option to beat you on that. So really big, and I'll tell you what a big play was, the stop down here on 4th down, John, at around the 30-yard line of the Spartans with 3 minutes left. So
Home team doesn't want to give up a big play here.
what's the time, John?
56.
Okay.
So you don't want to give up a big play. Edgerton should get at least 3 plays from scrimmage. They do have a timeout according to the scoreboard.
The reason I asked John for the time is because where I'm situated, I cannot see the scoreboard. So
Yeah, the angle is a little tough from up here, especially looking from the booths to the left of us to the right. Little pop-up kick going to be fielded at the 38. Good yardage out over the 30. Now, correction, that was at the 28, so out over the 35 to the 37-yard line.
again at halftime, you will be able to see the band. You'll be able to see the dance team.
So Edgerton will get the ball at the Spartan 30 or Edgerton 36 with 50 seconds to go. See if they try to air it out here a little bit and catch the Spartans off guard. Hand off over the 40, out near the 44-yard line.
Stangle again.
Nice pickup of, I could call it 7. Edgerton now quickly up to the line of scrimmage as we near the 32nd mark. Drager's going to keep it over midfield. First down for Edgerton. That'll move the sticks. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Spartans with 22 seconds to go here.
And I think we might see our last play of the first half here, John. And
might as well
it's an incomplete pass.
Throw it to Kisting here. Let's see if they... Nope.
Just content to keep it on the ground and run it out and call it a half.
That's why I don't coach. I would have said, hey, we're 1-7. We're down 21-7. Let's go for it all. But they're going to get another play.
Didn't.
This might be the one right here for
John,
the tie.
I think they heard you again. Your voice carries really well. Somehow, they must have you secretly mic'd up, the opposing team.
Kisting is such a good athlete. If you can,
he is,
if you can get him the ball in the open, he can create something out there. And
there was a game we had earlier this year where, with 2 seconds left, what was it, 12 seconds left in the first half or something, and we tied the game up, and then we kicked off, and 98 yards later, we were behind by 7 points. You know, you get some of these kids that are really shifty and have a lot of good speed, I tell you.
Great to have a lot of the Edgerton fans on board watching tonight again.
Yeah,
it's Friday night, October the 15th, 2021.
Yep.
Here we go. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Let's see.
It is YouTube McFarland Cable. That's where you can find us.
Traeger drop back, gonna air it out, looking, overthrown, incomplete, end of the first half. Spartans go into the locker room.
Halfway there,
leading Edgerton 21-7 here on senior night. And again, you'll be able to watch all of the halftime festivities. And the good thing is you won't have to listen to us.
Oh, yes. Ditto. All right, we will be back for your second half of action after the halftime festivities, and hope you'll rejoin us for the second half of senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the McFarland High School Marching Band. Drum major conductors, Natalie Branch and Claire Hovland. Is the band ready? Thank you, drum majors. Tonight on Senior Night 2021, the Spartan Band performs some of the best-known TV themes. Here is the theme from Pokemon. And now for one of the most popular TV shows, running for 10 seasons. Here is the theme from Friends. Here's the classic 1960s Batman TV theme. of 2022.
Our senior band members are Riley Jackson, Natalie Brandt, Catherine Brunel, Michael Bruce, Billy Cremeen, Rachel Dorn, Alexis Rose Fisher, Christopher Fleming, Chloe Gex, Claire Hovland, Cass Kuzak, Gabriel Lee, Matthew Miller, Zachary Nichols, Adriana Nichols, Hannah Rounds, Elijah Templeton, Rory Tierney Osterlo, Parker Triora, Sabrina Vivian, Kane Washa, and Anar White. Congratulations to the Spartan Band class of 2022. We now proudly feature the class of 22 performing the Steve Fleetwood Mac Classic, Go Your Own Way. In closing tonight's performance, the Spartan Band performs what has become a McFarland tradition, our special version of the school song. Here is Finally Victor.
And John Wells, Bill Cather back here. Entertaining halftime. Nice job by the McFarland High School dance team and the band.
Yes, it was, John.
Those senior band members tonight. Folk. That's going to be fielded by Kisting inside the 10-yard line. Dances around, still going, gets way out over the 25-yard line. Nice return. And again, we've been talking about Shane Kisting all night.
Very shifty, John.
Well, key right now for Edgerton is get a good drive going right away. Get a good start.
Yep, this is very important for them because they can't allow to go like 3 and out and have McFarland come down the field, put another score on the board.
You know, and not a lot of boys on that Edgerton sideline. You're getting a shot of it right now that, you know, the numbers are down a little bit. And sadly, that's kind of the case everywhere in high school football.
Yes, it is, John. Not sadly.
Here come the Tide on their first play. Going to get stacked up. Morris is in there. Stork, Miller Raider. Not going to lose a lot of seniors as far as numbers go, but some pretty key positions, especially on that offensive line.
Correct, John.
Going to be a gain of 2, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Again, just underway here in the second half.
Right, the 2 on the line coming back will be Keats Dislin, 6'6", 265 junior, and Austin Bindle, a 6 foot, 195-pound junior, will be back next year.
Inside handoff. Kisting going to get out to the 30, rolls forward. Probably going to mark it about the 31-yard line. Going to be well short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. Spartans on top, 21-7 here early in the second half here on Friday night, October 15th, 2021. Again, I know if you're watching live, you know that, but of course these are archived, and
yep,
a lot of these older games from several years ago, people still watching. So,
oh yeah, I mean, if there's an Edgerton game here 2 years ago, you can go to YouTube McFarland Cable and watch that ball game. Nice
Traeger
pressure.
running out, big rush. Gets pushed forward, but he goes down. Morris again. Quell is there. Tell you what, just kind of putting a pitch out for Paul Morris,
right,
all conference.
Right.
Just saying.
Not that. Oh, John, do you have a vote? I do not.
No.
Okay.
Well, Edgerton will kick it away. This will be Henry Langer. Spartan return men back at about their 30. Kick angling for the sideline. They're going to let it roll. And that ball is going to be down at the 25. So that's where the Spartans will put it in play. Tell you what, though, Bill, when you got that turf field, that bounce can go any which way.
Oh, boy, we've seen that. We've seen some kicks roll, 25, 30 yards? We've seen some 70, 75-yard punts this season. But again tonight, no, it doesn't seem to really be wind-aided either way tonight, John. Pretty calm night. Oh, beautiful night for these kids to play ball, too. I mean, just absolutely, this is what you would call a cool, crisp fall football Friday night in McFarland, Wisconsin.
Good look at our houses. Again, not a lot of green space here at McFarland High School.
No.
We're definitely tucked in.
Yep.
Nice run by Quell out over the 30 to the 31. Bill, tell me, he's got to be over 100 yards.
Nope. Well, unofficially, I have him 18 carries, 95 yards, John. Again, that's unofficial.
I will give him 6 on that one, so 2nd down and 4 for the Spartans. Kennedy going to throw.
Careful.
Gillen turns it up, gets past the first down marker at about the 37-yard line, so nice gain of 5 and 1st and 10 for McFarland.
Yep, I was saying careful because that was going to be a backwards pass, meaning that if something happened there, that was a fumble. And we've also, what have we seen off that play, John? The old double pass several times this season. Dayton has been known to launch a few nice throws downfield on the double pass.
1st and 10. And it looks like a false start. One of the things I've noticed now the last few years, the high school kids, it's like a theme night. And I believe they set that like before the season even starts. And that's a great thing, you know, show that school spirit here. And again, Edgerton with a nice section over there. And again, Crimson Tide fans always support their teams, just like the Spartan fans. Yeah, we're pretty landlocked here if you haven't been to McFarland.
Yep. But boy, what great facilities we have here, John.
Still used to looking over and seeing that baseball field. Here's Zadra straight ahead out over the 40-yard line. Gets the penalty yardage back and more.
Unofficially for Travis tonight, 7 carries for 30 yards. Again, I would assume that McFarland is going to pound Chase Quell. Final game as a senior. Travis Zadra still has 2 more years left beyond this, so the 5'11", 165-pound sophomore. We're going to be hearing his name a lot, John, I think the next 2 years.
Well, a lot of players, skill players back for the Spartans next year.
Yep.
Kennedy, forced out of the pocket, looking, going to get rid of it. Caught.
Boy, and does that show you the athleticism of Gillen? I mean, and Kennedy kept trying to redirect him on the route, and finally they hooked up on it. What a great, if we get that on replay.
Well, tough thing on that one, Bill. It was a great play, great catch, but didn't get us any yardage.
Yeah.
So we're back to 3rd down now and 6.
Does that show how focused he was, though, John? I mean, and what a great athlete to pull that in, get a foot down in bounds, and still have it be a completed pass.
Keep her going here.
Yep. Big play for the Spartans here.
Running up the middle, 1st down, good running room for Quell inside the 40, still going down the sidelines, all the way down to the 32-yard line. That's a 27-yard gain.
And, John, that will put him at 19 carries, 122 yards unofficially.
Nice job by
What
Chase.
a wonderful last game. Boy, he has just come on strong.
Here's
lately.
a pitch back to Gillen.
Yeah, give us a little stutter
Going to get
step.
some yardage. Gets near the 30-yard line where he goes out of bounds. Yeah, we used to have the baseball field over there, but that's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, just a couple notes on our McFarland band. You know, they really weren't able to do much marching or any practice last year at all because of all the protocols in place. So
Right.
great to see them put on a nice show here at halftime, much to the approval of our fans and the dance team as well.
Absolutely.
There goes Quell, gets inside the 30. Again, you got to like the sportsmanship. Saw some hand slapping out there both ways. And
Yeah, I've mentioned that. I thank you, John, for pointing that out, because John and myself really know that's so important. You know, get all this smack talk and showboating out of this game, and we've seen in every game we point out positive sportsmanship, not only from your Spartans but also the opposing team. So a lot of respect shown from these kids.
airing it out. Gillen's going to almost get underneath it, but doesn't quite get it done.
Did not quite.
Yeah, last
get
week
there.
I was following a big high school game in Illinois, and after the game when the teams went out to shake hands, one coach ran right over to the other coach and I guess expressed his displeasure with the trash talking that occurred during the game.
Yeah, that should not happen.
But again, what happens is,
Okay, we will say that. Yeah, we've just been given a note here. You might be saying, you know, how come we can't see
going to
some
go
of these?
again. Gillen comes
jump
back,
ball.
doesn't get it
Almost.
incomplete, and Edgerton will take over
Yep.
at the Spartan 29-yard
Hanson
line.
denying Gillen that time. We just, as I was mentioning, we've just been notified that we're having some technical difficulties with our replay capability. So, regrettably, there will be till we get it back up, we will not be able to. Well, and as soon as I say that, those are magic words.
And Gillen couldn't quite come back, but almost. Well, good stop defensively for Edgerton, and they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their 29 with 6:54 to go here in the third quarter.
And still a ball game.
There's that inside handoff, going to go forward. Kisting out to the 33-yard line, so he'll pick up 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Kisting, really a nice ball player for them, a senior, so he's making his last high school football appearance tonight.
So 2nd down and 6, ball at the 33-yard line. Spartans definitely with their hands full tonight with Edgerton. McFarland up 21-7, but Edgerton not going to let up here at all. Running back Stengel just keeps his legs churning. He's just a sophomore, so he'll have a couple more years as a Crimson Tide member. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Saw my first Edgerton game back in 1972. I'm sure our Edgerton fans probably don't remember it, but Monroe won on a field goal at Edgerton. I think it was Edgerton's homecoming. Monroe never kicked an extra point the entire year. They kicked a field goal to win 9-7.
I said we will keep this as entertaining.
I remember it as if it was yesterday. Oh, incomplete.
Oh, wow.
A couple of players had their hands up for that one. Was that intended for Hansen?
No, Hazeltine, I believe.
You are correct.
Yep. Hazeltine and Kisting.
Oh, we got a problem here.
Whoa.
Oh, Edgerton could have faked that one, and that ball goes out of bounds. Edgerton could have snapped that one quick and just run right down the field. Ball's going to be marked out at the 30, so that's where the Spartans will take over with 5:18 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Would you call that the definition of confusion, John?
I believe our boys and girls cross-country teams, the Rock Valley Conference meet, always held on the campus of UW-Whitewater. I think both teams finished 3rd. Spencer Alf, a freshman, won the boys' race. Good job, Spencer.
Nice job.
Spencer is a budding play-by-play announcer too. Got to get him some time here in basketball, maybe. And
John, did you bring that up because is there a message you're sending to me here tonight, John?
Yeah, Spencer will be playing, so he won't have time to.
Oh, bump me yet, right?
Hey,
for some of you fans, I guess you're stuck with me still for a few more years.
We got a large plane headed for the stadium here coming towards us right now, and
that
should be flying over.
The flyover was supposed to be during the national anthem.
I thought I saw a plane fly over during recess today that said Army on it, and of course the Badgers are playing Army.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I think it was an Ohio State plane or something flew over, and nice tackle.
Very nice tackle.
And Quell's going to get up slowly, so the Spartans now, the offense sputtering a little bit here. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you really don't want to get complacent here, John. That hurt Quell. He's down to 21 carries, 123 yards. He cannot afford to have a 24-yard loss here, John, which would bump him below 100. I think he's safely got a 100-yard plus game in the books tonight, but don't get complacent here, Spartans. You got to put this one away here.
3rd and 10, ball on the 30, 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Spartans taking a lot of time. They're going to have to eat a timeout here.
Yeah. John, I'm going to do something which I do on senior night. It's called a Big K reflection. This football season, for the members of the team, coaches, teachers, parents, sportscasters, spectators, and the community of McFarland mirrors and is representative of life. Daily life is filled with many challenges, issues, positives, and negatives. This team this year is to be commended for an enjoyable season, and also know that they faced many daily issues of injuries, of year-round preparation, of COVID, of the classroom, and life itself. With the positive support of everyone, they have learned many life lessons and matured into fine young men. We all salute you, seniors, for all you have accomplished during your 4 years at McFarland High School, and wish you the very best in your future dreams. And for all you returning underclassmen, to continue to make good decisions and strive to do your best both in and out of the classroom, so that your future at McFarland High School will be as productive as it can be for all of you. So thank you all for a very enjoyable football season. A big K reflection.
All right, thank you, Bill. Hey, 3rd and 10 after the timeout. See what the Spartans have up their sleeve here. They're going to look over the middle. Cuso's got it. All the way down to the 37-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 33. Boy, we've seen that play run before.
I was going to say, that is a pet play, a favorite play of OC, offensive coordinator Pete Willickett.
Was talking to him about that today at school. Had that situation a couple of years ago, and that player was wide open. I want to say it was like the first play of the game, and just couldn't hang on to it. So nice job by Cuso. Got a couple of touchdowns.
Yep, and again, look at our nice film crew on that. Getting a nice close-up of Kyle. Deserves that recognition right there. It's a nice job, camera crew. Again, BB, Benny Becks, and Nick Boom Boom Boucher on the cameras here tonight.
Looks like we have
on the board, Stephanie the Queen Miller.
Looks like we have a blimp flying over, Bill. This is pretty cool.
Tasty.
Maybe it's a plane. It's moving
It's
awfully.
a bird.
It's moving
It's
awfully
a plane.
slow.
It's super. No, it's just a plane.
3 to the right. Gillen comes in motion. 1st and 10 Spartans. Zadra, 35-30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. See where they mark his knee.
Kind of a neat view up there, don't you think, John? People coming in, flying into town to the airport and looking down at William Rice Field and Lloyd Schneider Stadium in McFarland.
Back-to-back planes. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Zadra. Outside, nice 20, 15. Down to the 10-yard line. Travis Zadra, 15 yards.
Boy, he is shifty, John. I've got him unofficially 9 carries for 60 yards. Quell, 21 carries for 123 yards. And again, the McFarland ground game. And again, we're going to pay credit to 67 Gunther Switzer, 75 Keats Dislin, 52 Austin Miller, 55 Austin Bindle, and 66 Zach Stork. Without those guys, those yards don't happen.
Quell goes inside the 10, down near the 7. Let's see, Bill. Let's see. One of those flights was coming in from Newark. That was a United flight. And the other one was coming in from O'Hare, and that was a United flight.
And I guarantee you, John is not making this up.
I don't have that app where you can point to the sky and it tells you what the plane is and where, but
that's okay.
We are in a flight pattern here in McFarland.
Yep, and you're quick enough with your fingers and your technological skills that you could quick pull that up. With me, I would still be sitting here with one finger still trying to find the website.
So Quell goes straight ahead. Spartans can still get a first down without getting a touchdown. So 3rd down and 5, ball at the 6, 1:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, this would be a big score right here, John. This could give them that 3-point.
With a read option, pitch back, nice job.
And that was perfect. Boy, Cooper Kennedy has run that play to perfection tonight, John, because that required. It's all on his shoulders as he rolls out there to read the defender. And boy, he does such a great job of making a little fake.
Here's
pitch.
a look at it right
This
here.
time dipping inside and then forcing the defense inside.
Nice job by Culp, kind of running some interference there. And
Yep.
Spartans go up 27-20 or 27-7 with 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. Kick is on the way, and it is good. 4 for 4 for Folk. Spartans go up 28-7.
Oh, John, I think this is going to make the coaches and the kids real happy, because if this continues to the end, they know they're looking at another ball game next week, John. And
Well, and that option,
boy, that's really
Just-
effective, isn't it?
it has been tonight.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And again, just gives you one more thing to carry into next season. And look at the Spartans again. Some names we haven't called,
Oh,
like
Japers,
Luke
John.
Rucks. Luke Rucks, just a freshman, number 33, does a nice job defensively out there.
Yeah. We got to mention the seniors here, John, because special shout out to number 6, Damian Hahn again. Number 9, Chase Quell. Number 10, Evan Rutkowski. 12, Jackson Mistel. 22, Ryan Vogel. 52, Austin Miller. 65, Miller Rader. 66, Zach Stork. 67, Gunther Switzer. Thanks for all of you guys. That's a lot of years of football and preparation and everything else that you kids have put in. So
This time,
Kudos to you
Kisting
guys.
is stacked up short of the 20-yard line, so Edgerton will open up this series deep in their own territory.
kind of interesting to see now how the Crimson Tide responds to this, John.
Well, and again, as we've said time and time again, when you're a senior high school football player, the chances or the opportunities for you to put the pads and helmets on again
After high school.
after
right?
high school are pretty limited.
Pretty slim. Yep.
So you got to just go out and leave it all on the field. And again, you have goals for games, and those goals adjust during the game. Edgerton certainly wants to get some more points on the board here. Little fake and a keeper. Nice run all the way out to the 24-yard line.
Traeger did a nice job on that.
Quell's got him there. Gain of 9, second down and a yard. Again, a good crowd, pretty quiet now on the Spartan side here. Nobody's left that Edgerton side.
No.
So there's a look again. Quell just had him around the ankles and wasn't about to let go.
And again,
Second and a yard.
I'm going to give a shout out to the Edgerton fans, the kids, the parents, everybody else that's over there. To come down and support a team that's 1-7 in that's wonderful. It's a whole lot more to these games than wins and losses, and what you take away from each one of these experiences, you hope, just makes you a better person. And you know what I always used to do in my 42 years of coaching kids at the end of every event? I said, I want you to go home and think about something positive you learned about yourself in tonight's event. Doesn't have to do with winning or losing. It can be about anything, but just say, what did I learn about myself? How did I improve myself as an individual tonight? And I think that's so very important because, John, none of these kids are making football for a living. Or make a living out of football. I guess I said that wrong. But
So third quarter ends and the Spartans up 28-7. Again, sports kind of that metaphor for life when, things don't always go well and you just got to pull yourself up.
Yes.
For the Edgerton kids, they're saying, hey, we got 12 minutes left. Leave it all out on the field.
Right.
For the juniors and sophomores, they get another shot next year, but the rest of the kids, they just got to go out and do the best you can. And again, as we know in life, you get setbacks. There's that Edgerton crowd. Got a Packer jersey, a Bucks jersey. Look at that. Great to see a crowd here tonight. And they brought a good crowd for volleyball this year when we
And I want to
hosted.
thank our staff and crew too for taking a minute to show the opposing fans, and now we're on the McFarland kids and that. We try and present both sides of this picture. We're not just a one-sided crew here and that, and that's why we try and treat both sides fairly here in our telecasts. So,
well, I'll be honest, the nicest comments we get are generally from the other schools, and not to editorialize, but here we go. First down for Edgerton to start the fourth quarter. Going to pass it out here, incomplete.
It's kind of interesting, John. Like I said in the pregame, my introductory statements and that, it was Edgerton had really thrown the ball a heck of a lot more than they had run it coming into tonight's game. And actually tonight they've tried to establish a little more of a running game, I thought, especially in the first half and that. Then it hasn't really been the Crimson Tide air game. They haven't thrown an overly large amount of passes here tonight.
Well, and Braden Traeger, he puts the mileage in because he's running over that sideline to get the plays, and we've seen that with McFarland too.
Yeah, they did. They've gotten away from that.
So second down and 10. Clock stopped here in the fourth quarter.
Traeger will be back next year for the Crimson Tide.
And Edgerton going to use this as a teaching timeout here and talk to their group.
Tell you, John, it's getting a little nippy even here in the booth, don't you think? I brought along gloves and a stocking cap, and those will be worn on my way to my vehicle on the way home.
But I tell you, if Andrew Day was here, it wouldn't be cold. He'd have his shirt off up here. So.
Oh, yeah. With a big M for McFarland painted on his chest, right?
That was back that was back from his high school days.
Yep. Gosh, I still wish we had a picture. They didn't have that in the yearbook back then, did they? We may have to go back and check that out and see if...
Probably not.
Andrew, if you're at home watching, I hope... Well, he's probably at home mixing up some more party mix.
I tell you what, anybody that watches our cable cast, broadcast, they probably know our crew pretty well, even though they may have never met them, and that's...
Yes.
They do a great job, and again, it's not just the sporting events, it's local government and other things around the community that they're doing. So here's Traeger.
It looked like a screen pass, yep.
Yeah. Gonna get something out of it.
Covered pretty good by the Spartans.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As he kept retreating straight back, I think that
that's Bo Allison.
Yeah, it became pretty obvious that was going to be a screen.
Damian Hahn there on the stop, also Morris.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you take a look at that line, though. You got Switzer and Stork, a couple of tough kids.
Yep.
And there is a laundry on the field. No, that's not Miller Rader's shoe.
Yeah, we've
that matches
that all year, haven't we? Wonder if those will be bronzed and put maybe in a trophy case or something, John.
And Miller's another one of those kids that just he works so darn hard, and that's
kudos to him. Yep,
that's going to carry on to life. And
yes, it is, and that's what I said. Football is just another way of making you a better person in life.
Number 30, Cade Rux. Again, haven't called Cade's name much tonight. That doesn't mean he's not doing things. We just don't always call the tackles. And
right.
So after the penalty, they're going to air it out. Contact.
Well, that's going to be a push. I think that's going to be offensive interference. Maybe or maybe not.
They're going to talk about
Number
it.
11, yeah. Devin Culp kind of throwing his arms up. He must have...
Well,
he was holding on to Crandall and pulled him down, I guess, John.
Well, penalty for a penalty.
And that's going to give them a first down and get them out of trouble.
Ball's going to be marked at the 25. Well, penalty for a penalty, so now it's...
I guess not, so it's second down and 10, correct, John?
Yep, second and 10.
Okay, my bad. I thought it was automatic.
Rules at every level are different, on pass interference.
So if you try and keep track, you watch pro football in college, then we come down here into the high school level. That's I'm great at making excuses for my own bad calls.
second down and 10.
I hold myself accountable for all you listening. Oh, wide open.
I got a receiver. Nice one-on-one tackle there. Rux is there. Hahn is there. Hazeltine on the reception, and that will be good for the first down. So moves the sticks, 1st and 10 Edgerton from their own 35.
Yep. Nice pitch and catch that time.
11:01 time on the clock.
Spartans inching closer to that playoff berth, John.
Yeah, they'll get in with a 4-3 conference.
Now I wonder,
record.
do they make are the selections done this Sunday?
I would assume.
I would assume so, yeah, because you got a lot of games.
Turn around next week, and Spartans will be on the road.
They'll be on the road, yep. So if you see the lights on here at the stadium, I'm sure that McFarland will host, a playoff game at some level here. They'll probably use our field, I would assume.
Well, there's schools now that really market their facilities for postseason.
Yep.
And you get kind of the same schools hosting events, and if you can get the workers, you can make some money on those events. And
absolutely, and especially fields like this are so nice if you've got, especially as we move later into the fall and adverse weather and that. It's nice to be able to play on a field like this rather than a grass field, turf field.
So timeout on the field, 10:50 to go.
Is that a penalty flag there to the right? Oh, no, it's those Raider shoes, right?
Ball's going to be marked at the 35. Nose of the ball right at the Edgerton 35-yard line. Again, 1st and 10. Spartans up 28-7. Again, Edgerton goal right now is get some points on the board. And Traeger. Ball's tipped. Oh, Miller Raider almost had it. Oh!
Everybody was up hoping for that.
Oh, Miller.
They want him to pick that off and start rumbling and stumbling back to the goal line.
So close.
Would that have been a pick six?
I tell you what, that's one he's always going to remember there.
Tonight, when he's laying in bed, he's going to be looking up at the...
Here it is. And you don't expect it. I mean, that's the thing. And all of a sudden, there it is.
He spotted it right away.
Oh.
I don't know, John. Do you think if he would have dove for it, he could have had it?
Well,
he's just excited to get a hand on it.
Yeah, and again,
that was exciting.
You don't expect that tip.
Nope.
2nd and 10 for Edgerton. Trigger drops back. Airs it out. Got a receiver. Complete.
Whoa.
Still going. Cuts it up.
Whoa.
All the way down to the 10-yard line, and that is Bo Allison.
As Keith Jackson would say, whoa, Nelly.
Well,
that was a big play.
55 yards big.
Yep.
So
Kudos,
again,
and that was to Bo Allison.
Traeger just
John?
airs it up, and he beat his man.
Said Bo Allison has had 18 catches, 172 yards, and 3 touchdowns so far this year.
And darn near got one right there.
Yeah,
He's
beautiful throw and catch that time.
Down to the 10, and just what we said, what Edgerton wants to do is get some points on the board and try to get that ball back.
Yep, still an outside chance. Well, in all respects, kudos to them for having some excitement over there. Boy, I'll tell you, you could hear and see the excitement in their fan base over there, too, who made the trip here to McFarland tonight.
That's a highlight
exciting
film
for them, yep.
Allison.
Boy, Allison's going nowhere on that.
Maybe they'll mark it getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. As well as, I'm sure McFarland, right now, I'm sure the defensive coordinator is challenging our kids to say, do not allow them in.
3rd down and goal, ball at the 10.
Yep.
Edgerton trying to get their second touchdown of the game. Clock rolling with 9:15 to go here in the fourth quarter.
As long as there's time on the clock, John. Still a game. Watch Kisting over here at the left end.
Yeah, they're going to go right.
Oh,
and that is Stengel.
Oh, he's marking him down at about the, 6-inch line?
Yeah,
John?
just short. Now it's going to be fourth down and goal, but again, Edgerton punches this one in.
And a big call.
Changes the atmosphere of the game just a little bit.
And it'll be interesting to see if Traeger goes out of the shotgun on this.
And they're going to take a timeout.
Oof. Boy, that was pretty close.
Well, big play for Edgerton.
Yeah,
you get it
question
here,
time.
you're still in the game. You don't get it, and you're pretty much out of it. So,
Well, like I said, it'll be interesting to see if he's got Traeger back in the shotgun or if he puts him under center. And, this has been unlike some of the other games we've seen this year where McFarland's gone against some really huge lines, John, that these other teams have run behind. And it seems like a pretty even match here tonight with the Crimson Tide line and the McFarland line here, size-wise. Let's see what Coach Lights has called up.
now there's a comfortable-looking kid
I was
over
going
on
to
the other
say, little ball
sideline.
boy over there just taking it all in. Maybe he's sitting there thinking, I'm going to be under these Friday night lights someday, dreaming of that.
That's
Which
where it
all
starts.
kids do. You got it, Jen. So if some of you watching at home in Edgerton know who that young man was, have him tune us in. At a later time, you could fast forward to this telecast.
See if they
again.
go to Stengel here. He's kind of a power runner there, number 44 to the right of Traeger.
Wow, Allison in motion.
Now they're going to
He's going
roll.
to roll out.
And he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. Interesting play. Well, I thought you'd just go power right ahead in that situation. And
Let's see how close he got here, John. Or could he have thrown it? No.
nice job again, Paul Morris.
Oh, it's interesting. I don't know if he ever hit the ground. He rolled over Morris, and then the ball got into the end zone. That'd be interesting if they went back to replay. He might have scored on that because I don't know if he ever hit the ground.
First and 10 for the Spartans from their own 1 yard line.
Yep.
Straight ahead.
This
Boy,
will
look
be
at
a
that.
steady dose of Quell, I'm sure.
Quell comes all the way out.
Got a 5-yard.
5 yard gain. Yeah, I tell you, Edgerton on that one thought maybe they just run it straight up between the tackles, but instead they used Traeger's athletic ability to try to outrun the Spartans around the left end. But
I figure maybe they figured everybody's packed in here and then we can get them to the outside, right?
straight ahead, first down, there he goes. All the way out near the 25 yard line.
20-yard gain.
Quell starting to pile up some big numbers. It's 20 yard gain.
Unofficially, Cather officially, 24 carries, $150, John. For those of you that don't understand that, that would be 150 yards.
Almost broke that one,
Yeah,
too.
he did.
First and 10 for the Spartans. Again, 7.5 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Zadra in the backfield, giving a little break.
Zadra picks and chooses. Boy, look at him just drag the defenders forward all the way out for a gain of 6 yards.
10 carries, 66 yards for Zadra so far this evening. Again, Cather officially.
There's a look at Zadra and Kennedy. A couple of former students of Mrs. Lackey.
And
Back 6 years ago.
recess all-stars at Wabisa, correct, John?
Hey, we didn't do as many recess duties back then as we do I'm going to rack up 360 recess duties this year. And that's an actual number.
Wow.
So Zadra goes straight ahead. Going to be short of the first down by at least a yard. Let's see, Tegan O'Brien, number 7, getting a lot of playing time tonight.
Yep. It'll be interesting here, John, if they get another opportunity to see if some of the younger kids might get a few minutes on the field here tonight, although you still want to give your seniors their final, shots out here, because the underclassmen obviously still have one or 2 years
left.
Look
at Keats out there. Big Keats helping up number 79 for Edgerton, Jacob Winky. Winky listed at just 205. I think that might be a little on the light side for number 79. I think Spartans tend to go a little high on their totals, but Edgerton, I think, might go a little under on what they list. Well, 4th down and a yard. The Spartans are going to go for it.
And there's individually.
They got Winky to jump off sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those things that gives the coach gray hair or no hair, and
actually, I guess after 42 years, I'm still I'm happy with my head of hair. Although on my driver's license, I had to renew it, and I put down silver, and I saw it came back gray on my license.
Oh, they're going to air it out. Jump ball, incomplete. Ryan Vogel. Good coverage there. That is number 4.
By the way, I can say if anybody in town has found my wallet, lost it on Monday evening while getting a pizza at Spartan Pizza. Haven't been able to find it, and so I spent 2 full days renewing everything. That's a lot of fun, isn't it, John?
That's why they say write down everything you have in your wallet in case that would happen.
Yep, I actually have photocopies of everything in my lockbox. But you still have to recall and replace it all, and then when you get the new cards, then you got to call the places where you got the automatic withdrawals, and on and on and on.
Well, the penalty is going to move the ball back inside the 30-yard line. 5:06 to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see if Spartans maybe try a little trickery here, but they're up 28-7. Kuso. Going to pitch back to Kuso.
Nice
out
cut.
Over the 30,
nice
35,
cut.
Out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Kyle Kuso. He's kind of an all-purpose kid. Used him several different spots. We call his name on defense as well.
Nice job. Again, got some key blocks. Student section likes that one.
Yeah.
Nobody's left over there. That section is solid.
That is really neat. I can't say enough about how this is exciting for us to do this and to be able to point out the positives that there are with kids today. All we read about are the negatives, and the people that are doing the bad things get all the attention. Knock it off. Let's emphasize the positives with kids and coaches and officials and broadcasters.
Oh, a late
flag.
We
can pat ourselves on the back once in a while, but
I'm thinking personal foul here. Don't want to see that.
No. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's finish this season out with some class here, and unnecessary.
Yeah. Again, it's just not something you want to see, because especially, games like this.
You're right.
Things can get out of hand pretty quick, so.
I think he was just pointing to one of the linemen or something, just said somebody got a forearm out there, which appeared to maybe be
a lot of it
maybe
adrenaline.
Unintentional. Yeah, and not
adrenaline.
Definitely maybe even, can be unintentional. Oh, there you go. There are the seniors coming off. Come on, fans.
I think they just put the punt team in. So.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
but those were a lot of the. Those
were
the starting. That was the starting line right there.
Edgerton going to get the turnover as Folk goes down.
That's the first time we've seen that this year, and he just kind of mishandled it, John. I mean, the snap was a little low, but I didn't think it was anything out of the ordinary.
Tell you what, Bill, if Edgerton scores on that last possession,
and
then comes back here, this is a whole different looking game.
Yeah. Never say die, John Wells.
I remember that game, a volleyball game a few years ago. You had Edgerton on the bus down 2-0, and they came back, and the Spartans hung on to win in the fifth set.
John always reminds me of my classic predictions.
That's when those
that go awry.
Well, Traeger, he's going to get some yardage out of this and get down to about the 15-yard line. He could have lost about 5 and winds up picking up 4.
Yep.
That's those games, though. I think those kids from Edgerton were trying to hit us with the ball there when they were warming up. And so 2nd down and 6.
It's called Still Alive and Never Say Die, John Wells.
Yeah.
Boy, John, this has been, again, as we kind of wrap this up here tonight, what an enjoyable season again. I'm just happy that we're both healthy and safe and alive and able to continue bringing people these broadcasts. Again, we're going to be on the air for boys and girls basketball coming up.
I don't know if we have a schedule released. It's going to be a delay a game on Edgerton.
Yep.
Ooh.
Actually,
Ouch.
John, I'm going to probably only be on the girls broadcast because my son coaching at Broadhead, I'm going to probably be at their games. So
That's right. You were at last year's state volleyball. You were running up and down the sideline with that Broadhead flag.
Yep, that was me. As they got dumped in the state final by Washburn. And
So
what's their nickname, John?
That would be the Castle Guard.
The Castle Guard of Washburn.
So the question is, Bill, have you ever coached with Brett?
Yes, McFarland freshman boys, 2 years.
Which is a pretty cool opportunity.
Oh, it's wonderful when you can sit and he was the head coach, and I kind of just assumed my spot on the bench and just, if asked for some help, gave it. And outside of that, he was in charge. But, boy, what a neat experience when you can share that with your own son and that. And we're just waiting for Brett right now to get his big opening. He's going to make one heck of a varsity basketball coach to some program that's going to grab onto him at some point in time. So if anybody's got openings, that would be Brett Cather.
You know what I just realized? I might be the only person in the whole place wearing a mask.
Oh,
Press
God,
box.
'cause I've let mine dip
Press
down,
box,
huh?
bleachers.
Oh, gosh. And I had it on the whole first half.
I guess I'm used to wearing it at school. Hey, gonna air it out. Kiss Sting is there. Who's got it? Who's got it? Interception.
Intercepted by
Is that Evan Rutkowski?
number 10. You are
Hey,
correct, John.
Evan Sr.
Evan Rutkowski coming back from injury and a senior. And how much fun for him to close out a high school football career with an interception, huh,
Well,
John?
I'll tell you, Kisting did everything he could to get that ball back, but
Yeah, he did.
Evan never took his eye off it.
Nope.
Nice job for the senior. However,
Now what do you think, John? Now is it... Are you still in a
231.
never say die mode, or...
Well, we still got the frontline boys out there. So
Right.
oh, no, there's a mask. I saw a mask on the sideline there, and
Well, you got me to get mine up now, so
But,
I feel bad now,
the hard
John.
part at school is talking through it, but the other hard
Yep.
part is hearing the kids, with masks.
Right.
And
Yep.
I guess I don't hear as well as I used to. And
What?
yeah, look at this. Is that Quell? All the way out to the 33-yard line. Boy, he's racking up some yards. Yeah, the kids asked me, they said, well, when were you born? So, of course, we turned that into a math problem. And I
Hold
tell
it, John.
them,
I got to say it. Can they count that high?
oh yeah. Well, it's good because
The
year ends in a 1, and we're in a year 21 here. So
Oh, easy math.
the kids go, "Geez, you're really old," and it's like, well,
Well, if you're old, then I'm
Vintage.
prehistoric, I guess, John.
Vintage. Is the
Vintage.
word.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, look at this! Whoa, just
What are they trying to get Quell up to? Let's see. That's another 13.
He's
So
just-
we're at 177 by my standards,
piling up the yards.
or by
I
my stats.
tell you what, I don't remember the last time a Spartan running back went over 200.
Right.
We had years back in the early 2000s
How many
where it
more
was
plays
common.
we going to get here, John, though?
Well, we're down to 145.
Okay, still probably
And up-
3 more plays if they run him.
Yeah, and up 3 scores with the first group still out there, which is...
They're going to keep
There's
running him.
Quell.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
It could be the...
He's down to the 32-yard
But
line.
it's going to get called back. There's going to be a hold on... Is there going to be a hold that's going to take
Or a
that
block
away?
in the back. Yeah, it's like a hold.
Or a face mask?
Oh, it is.
So how many yards did he get on that?
Well,
play,
we went
John?
from the 48 down to the
32.
33. So we picked up 19 yards.
Oh, John, we are at, according to my stats, we're at 196. I got to imagine now they'll just give him the ball, won't they? You know, and it's kind of interesting.
I'm just surprised we still have the
Yeah, everybody's in.
most of the first
playing
line kids
seniors.
out there. That's going to be a false
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, basically, this is your frontline guys, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
It's they must be on a mission here to get him the 200 yards, John, I guess.
Well, I would hope not, but
Yeah. I don't know.
we also have a kid go down with an injury. And
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
1 minute. Ball is at the Edgerton 19-yard line.
Right.
Couple of plays remaining. Well, pitch back, Zadra bobbles, doesn't fool the Tide. That's number 7 there on the stop, and that is Henry Langer. Now let's see if we just run it out and not afraid of getting the knee dirty here.
And the students doing their thank you seniors cheer. Is that it, John? I can't see.
Well, we're
the
down
clock.
to 10 seconds on the clock.
See the
and
clock, and yeah, they're just going to let it run out, and that's your ball game, John.
That will do it. Well, the Spartans now improve their record in the Rock Valley Conference. They will finish with a 4-3 mark. 4-5 overall. They started the year dropping their first 3 to 3 pretty good programs.
Yep.
Then came back and won 3 to go 3-3. Lost the last 2, go 3-5, and then pick up the win here. So the Spartans will finish the regular season with a record of 4-5. Edgerton will finish their season with a record of 1-8. So, Bill, we will let you wrap it up from here, and hopefully we'll find out what that basketball schedule is going to look like here in the next couple of weeks, because, well, that'll be coming up.
Coming up quick. All right, so once again, the final score of tonight's ball game. McFarland 28, the Crimson Tide of Edgerton 7. McFarland again solidifying a spot in the football playoffs. So on behalf of McFarland Cable WMCF staff, Stephanie the Queen Miller, Andrew the Mastermind Bearded Wonder Day, Nick Boom Boom Boucher, BB Benny Becks, and Patrick Hasty Tasty, John Wells, play-by-play announcer, and myself, Bill Cather, stats and commentary. We hope you've enjoyed this whole season's worth of football telecast. It's our hope that we provided athletes with another special memory and memories, as well as provided an opportunity to view these athletes and their accomplishments for many of you who couldn't attend this season for a variety of reasons. So once again, we thank you for your continued support as viewers. So signing off for the final time during football season, I will say, God bless you, stay healthy, stay safe, and good evening from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.